Today we're talking about how to make a custom cursor for your PC game, so you're able to click on buttons on your pause screen and on the main screen. And then also we're going to talk about how to make your cursor like a target where you can shoot using your mouse to control the target and then shoot on a click. Alright, let's get started here. So the first thing is I wanted to make, I'll show you how to do the custom cursor first. Okay, first you go to this game, change the global game settings up at the top. Go to your Windows tab, and then you want to make sure that display the cursor is not checked. So make sure that's not checked. And then press OK. Then in your, I made the cursor called target. So it's just, went to edit sprint and I just kind of animated it so it kind of blinks. And I also, you got to make sure that the crosshair is set where you want it at. Basically, this is where when you click on the button, that's where it's going to click at. So if you have the crosshair way at the top here in the corner, then you have to move your image custom target area up in that corner there in order to click on the button. So make sure that your crosshair is in the location you want it at. X this out because I don't want to save that. So my crosshair is right. I try to make it, try to keep it in the middle. But like I said, the crosshair is going to determine where you click on the button at. So it's not going to be this whole area here. It's only going to be in this crosshair area where it's going to click on the button at. So be aware of the crosshair where that's going to be located at, and you just drag it where you want it at. So I have my crosshair target line area here, X at 79, Y at 82. And then I went to add event, went to create, then I dragged over an action, went over to the move tab, dragged over a jump to position. X is going to be called mouse underscore X, Y is going to be called mouse underscore Y. Keep it itself. Then go to add event, click on step. Then you're going to pretty much just copy this jump to position to step, so it's going to be X mouse underscore X, Y mouse underscore Y. Keep the relative unchecked. Then in your left pressed, went to add event, went to mouse, left pressed. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. This is talking about your shooter. I'm just talking about two things here. So if you just want to do your custom mouse cursor to an image that you like besides the mouse arrow, you just have to do two steps. The create, which is the jump to position, mouse underscore X, Y mouse underscore Y, and the step. And the same information. You don't have to worry about the left. Well, you do have to worry about the left pressed. Yeah, the left press you'd still need to have that in there. The only thing you need to have in the left pressed is going to be the click on the button. So on the button, let's see, this is the button right here. So go to the next button, and so basically I have it set up when you click on the mouse target, it's going to switch to the fire button. So you do have to have a left press. So for the custom cursor, you do have to have a left press. So grab your left press, and then I just changed it. I said change instance, so I changed this target instance into the fire button. And when you do your custom when you do your custom cursor, you could just basically just you don't even have you'd have to have the same information. So you probably pretty much just copy and paste that into the fire button or whatever you call it. If you want it to look like the same image. So, and then the rest of this you don't need to have. This is all this is for the shoot. So you just need one image in there, which is going to change this target that doesn't do anything to one that's going to do something when you click on it. So when you click on the fire button, when you collide with the fire button, it's going to go to the next room. Or I could just have it set up. Yeah, just do that. So basically, if you don't want to have it called fire button, you could just copy the same image here into the fire button. So it would not be this image, it would be the target image instead. So when you click on the mouse, it's going to go to the next room. Or if you want to just do a hover, you can do a hover, so when at event collide with the target, it would jump to the next room. So then you wouldn't even have to have this left press in here. So you could also do where you just hover over the button and it would go to the next room. So you could either have it left pressed, make it jump to another target image by copy and pasting. Instead of having this fire image here, you would have the target image right here, so it would look the same, of course. So when you click on it, it would go to the next room. Or you could just do a hover, and the hover you wouldn't have to have left pressed in there. You could just have this step in the crate, and when you collide with the button, it would go to the next room without clicking. That would be the hover. Alright, so let me just show you how this looks here. And I'll talk about these numbers in a minute. I'm just talking about the custom mouse cursor right now. So when you go over to the button here, it goes to the next room. Alright. Trying to get my camera adjusted here a little bit. Alright, so basically that's how it's going to be set up here. Images. It's kind of blurred on here for some reason. Hopefully you guys can see it. Alright, so that's the first step. The second step is to make your gun shoot. Alright, so basically when you click on the mouse, it's going to set the score relative to -1. So you're going to go to the score tab, drag over a score, set a score, and then say new score is going to be -1 and set that to relative. Then you're going to have an else statement in there. Just drag over an else icon from the control tab, then drag over a if score is equal to, which is going to be in the score tab right here, test score, and then it's going to value is going to 0, the operation is at equal to, and then basically this is going to stay that when you have 0 ammo left, it's going to jump to another image which is going to be called out of, and out of is just the same target except it's red, and the crosshairs are at the same location, 79, 79, 82. You want to have that the same location, otherwise the image is going to jump. So you got to make sure it's the same X and Y coordinates as your target. So, and then I have the same information from the target image, create, and I jump to mouse underscore X, Y, mouse underscore Y. This is going to make sure that your mouse is moving smoothly across screen like it is right now with the cursor. Same way with the step, same information. And then the left pressed, it's going to state that when you're out of ammo, it's going to do a clicking noise where you can't shoot anymore, and it's going to make a clicking noise where it's going to be completely out until you get more ammo. And have that depth at -12 as I do on the target and the target fire. All right, so that's for basically the ammo. Then when you collect the ammo with the fire button, when you collide with the fire button, it's going to make a sound noise where you collect the sound, a chiming noise, and then it's going to have a new score of 10, and it's going to be set to relative. So you go back to score tab, you drag over a score icon, and it's going to give you 10 ammo. So whatever ammo you have left is going to give you, it's going to basically add the ammo. So you have 10 left, and then you have a score of 10, so you'll have 20. Instead of 10, you'll have 20. You have 0, then you'll get 10. Then it's going to destroy the ammo image set to self. It's going to destroy this ammo image. Then I have an else statement in there from the control tab, and then I have a coded sheet from the control tab here, and it says global dot player2 underscore score plus equal 1. So this basically is going to let you, so I have to have this information set up different, because GameMaker, if I bring over another score tab and bring this over here, it's going to basically interfere with my ammo account. So I need to make a separate number. So when I collect this ammo, it's not going to give me a score of 1 or 2. It's going to keep it at 0 until I, do something else with something else. So I have to keep it separate from the ammo. So that's why I have this code in here. It says global.player2 underscore score plus equal 1. So it has to be different from my information that's set the score for. Alright, and then then I have it player 2, which is really the score, but I have it set to player 2 because that way it won't interfere with my ammo. So I call it player 2, and then in the create, dragged over a coded sheet, and I say global.player2 underscore score equals 0. Then in the draw, add event draw, drag over a coded sheet from the code tab, and I say draw underscore text parentheses 1500 comma 60 comma. That's going to be the location of where it's going to be located at on the screen. String underscore global dot player 2 underscore score parentheses parentheses. So this information has to be different from the score information. I can't just drag over the score information and put it in here, because it has to be different from the ammo code. I can't use this set score for the player 2 because it's going to interfere with my ammo, so I have to make it different. For that way you're not gonna, when you collect the ammo, it's not going, or when you shoot, your score is not going to be affected. So it's got to be treated separately. That's why it's coded differently. And then I have an image here which is called ammo for one, and then I have the score for another. So basically this is where I placed my ammo and score at, because it looks like it's not lined up here, but when you see it on the screen it's lined up. this is my player 2 slash score, and then I have another image here which is called ammo, which is invisible. I can't see it, but I will put it on there so you can see it. And there's my other image here. This is from my ammo. Now it looks like it's off here, but like I said, I have it set. When I do the draw information, it's set here to where it's going to be located at. So in the ammo, I have a draw underscore text, and it's going to be parentheses 50, comma 50, comma score. Now I know it's called score here, but in reality it's ammo, but I'm just going to call it score because that's what I have it set up for. Kind of confusing, but if I change the score to ammo, it's going to, it may mess up, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Then I made a set font text, so in the font folder I basically just went and chose Arial, and then I made the size 40, made it bold, and then I chose a color, and all that information there is in the draw tab. The color I chose, and then the text color. And I do believe if you change this color to red, the other one's going to change as well. I don't know why you have to treat it separately. GameMaker somehow does both for some reason. I may be able to change a different color without messing up with the other text, but it may not work that way. And you want to make sure it's set to persistent because he goes to the second room, so you want to keep it persistent. You can have the objects in the first room and not have the objects in the second room, but if you make it persistent, it'll be in both rooms. See how this looks here. Now see, it made both red. See, it doesn't affect my score number, but it does affect my ammo count. See, I gained a score of 1 and I lost ammo. Score 2, lost 1 ammo. Then I got 42 now. See how I added more? Sorry, you can't see it. So now I have score 42. And then I'm going to shoot it down. Let me cut this off so you don't hear all that noise. So now he's at 0. Now when you click, it makes a loading sound, which you have no more to shoot. So I'm not sure how I can change the color. See how the colors are the same for the score and the ammo? That's what would happen to your. That's what would happen if I didn't add that coded sheet in here and treat it the same way as the ammo. If I use the set score, if I use the same information and put it in the player 2 object, it would do the same thing. It would, when I click on the ammo, it would make the score go to -1, -2, -3. So you got to make sure you treat it differently. So I don't know how to change the color here. Change it to white and see what happens. It looked like it did something. I did it the opposite though. I think I had. Alright, an ammo. It did the opposite for some reason. So player 2 is the score. See what happens now when I do the color here. Huh, it's weird. See, it did the opposite. The blue should be on the score, but it's not. So maybe if I just do the reverse here. It's kind of odd how it works. I don't know why it still says red and it should be a different color. You probably would have to put it in here somehow. You have to put the color in here, I believe, for it to work right. I don't know if that would work or not. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It would have to be. It would have to be. Yeah, I don't know about the color thing. But I would just leave it white for right now. It's not a big deal. So basically, like I said, it counts down. Just have the audio off right now. Click on this and then gain 1 score and you gain 16. Gain 26, 25 there. Gain score of 2. And then I'm clicking on it to make it 0. Then I click here. Oh no, he's not. It's weird. He's not. Well, I don't know about that. Oh, because I didn't set it up right there. Let me do one fix here because he's out. He's not going to be able to grab that last ammo because I only have it set to fire weapon. So when he clicks on the fire button, he's going to gain the score. But see, I don't have it set up for the one that says out of. So when he collides with the empty one, then he's going to gain. He's going to gain it back. So I just copy all this information, put it in out of. see what happens here. So, yeah, see now he gains 10. So when he hovers over it, he'll gain. Yeah, but then I don't have it set up to where it switches back to the target, so I still have to fix that. Yeah, I don't. So when he does the hover, it would have to switch the out of to back to target. So he's out right now, and now he's able to shoot. He gained 10, I just shot 1. See, now it goes back down to 0. It's going to go back to 0. Can't shoot. Grabs another, gets 10, shoots now. See, I got it to work now, and he gains a score of 2. Gains a score of 3, and he shoots down. And now he is completely out. He can't do nothing. Alright, so I fixed my issue here, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll put all the information up on YouTube there, so you can get more information. You can download the GMX file. Thanks for watching.